in the distance you can see the Giza pyramids, which are very, very close to Cairo.
Ow, please stand on my foot. In Aswan.
Areas for camel rides. There's a little caravan moving off now. There's a little caravan moving on to the camel rides. Again, you can see Cairo in the background.
I told you was the son of Senefru, the builder of the first complete rectangular pyramids in our history. The average number of the stones here is 2,300,000 pieces of limestone. The average weight of each one ranging from 2.5 tons to 15 tons. This is the average, of course. You can find some stones heavier than this. They cut these stones from south of Cairo and they transported up the hill until here, and they spent about 20 years for building the Great Pyramids of Giza. More than 20,000 Egyptian workers were contributing in the same field, here in the same work, and most of them were farmers. Usually they came to build the pyramids during the flood time, because during the flood time, of course, they had nothing else to do because the water already damaged all the cultivated land, covered all the crops. So they came here and they contributed in building the house of the God himself on the earth, because they were believing that the pyramid is not just a tomb, but it was considered to be the house of the God on the earth, because the king, as I told you, was considered to be the God himself, not a normal human being. Okay? Of course, from inside we didn't find anything inside, just empty 2 rooms, one for the king himself and one for his wife. This is the only pyramid inside that we found a room for his wife. Usually the pyramid is dedicated only for the king himself, not for any other member from the family. But here we have King Cheops and his wife. Each one has his own burial chamber. Okay, just 2 empty rooms, and we have a sarcophagus of Cheops himself inside his burial chamber. Of course, the 3 pyramids of Giza were covered one day by an outer case from granite stones to make it very, very smooth until the end. But when the Arabs came to Egypt during the 7th century AD, they decided to take away this outer case layer from granite to build their own palaces, to build their own capital here in Cairo. So all the outer case was taken by the Arabs during the 7th and the 8th century AD, and they built their own palaces in Cairo. It was easier for them to get it from here rather than going to Aswan, cut it from Aswan and transport it 1,000 kilometers to the south, to the north. So that's why they cut it all, but they left for us a small piece covering the upper register of the second Great Pyramid of Giza. We're going to see it in clear when we go near to the second one. So the 3 of them were just covered with an outer case from granite, and on the top there was about 2 or 3 meters from silver mixed with copper, just to give a shiny service to reflect the sun rays. when the sun rays fall over this silver, it will be reflected again to give life to all people on the earth. But the lower one was made by one of the Arab ruler. His name is Khalifa al-Ma'mun. When Khalifa al-Ma'mun means the king al-Ma'mun, when he came to the throne, of course he saw that maybe something inside this pyramid, some treasure or some...
It's one of the 3 pyramids in Giza. And inside there's nothing but some empty halls and a long tunnel where you have to bend over to walk into the tunnel. Apparently there has been a new lighting system put in, but there's really nothing inside, and of course there's no photography inside either. So it's right very close to the city. As a matter of fact, it's also very close to our hotel. So we'll walk up to the pyramid now. We'll take a look at how big these stones are. And of course here they patrol on camels. You can see how massive these rocks are. There's the entrance. And there's the group moving in. See by the size of the people how large the stones are. There is a higher entrance, and it's right up there. There's one of the tourist police. And there goes the last of the group into the pyramids.
It is 2.5 tons to 15 tons. It was all covered from outside with an outer case from granite. About 20,000 Egyptian farmers were contributing the same work, and they spent about 20 years for building the Great Pyramid of Giza. It was said to be one of the 7 wonders of the world. We had another one in Alexandria. It was a lighting system, or the lighting house of the boats and ships, but it collapsed during one of the earthquakes. So it is the only survived one from the 7 wonders of the 7 wonders of the world in Egypt.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
What's inside?
Take a picture.
Just nothing, just an empty room.
Thank you, because they won't believe me. So.
It's empty rooms.
Yeah, but this is the most difficult one, the Great Pyramid of Giza. This is a piece of cake compared to this one. Sorry? No. One is enough, but you still have the inventors of the country.
So here comes the second pyramid.
We have... Are we stopping for a store? Where? Close by, no. No, it's closed area. The Great Pyramid,
Cairo in the background.
The second one, Kefren. The third one, Mykrinos or Mykernis.
And here comes
The
the
grandfather, the father, and the son, one family. The smallest one is about only 66.5 meters high. The second one is 120 meters high. The great one, originally it was 146, but nowadays it's 136 only. The smallest one is the only pyramid. Inside it we found the mummy itself. The mummy of Mykrinos himself was still inside the sarcophagus, but the archaeologist, the English one, the British archaeologist, when he discovered the mummy, he decided to take it back home with him. So on his way back to London, the boat was just sunk in the Mediterranean Sea, and we lost King Macrinus forever.
So these are the 3 pyramids together.
I told you have a very sneaky habit. Me, I'm a man. You man. You have a ready guy.
There's Cairo.
Camel later?
In front of that is the pyramids.
In the camel meat?
Ready down on the camel.
Right.
Around here.
Yes.
Only here.
One right?
Shove him back for $1. Shove him back for $1.
One bag of the postcards.
Hello, lady. Hello. I want to come together.
Come on, sir.
So there are the camel rides in the desert.
I won't. I know, there's no problem. I won't.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye, my friend. Goodbye.
Goodbye. They're trying to sell cameras and trying to sell all kinds of things. And when you don't buy something, you get a little bit angry. So they try all kinds of little tricks to get you to buy things. But I'm a little more stubborn than they are. I only buy things in stores. So here we have the vendors trying to sell everything under the sun. Little camels here. And of course, as soon as they see tourists, they get very excited. So we'll head on back to the bus now.
You want to shove him back?
Got 'em, thanks.
Black one. Black. I give a cheap price.
Pyramids, and right in front of the pyramids here we have the Sphinx. The Sphinx has been under reconstruction for a while because it was heavily damaged, but the scaffolding has now been moved. So there are the pyramids, and right in front of the pyramids is the Sphinx. So again, a different view of the Sphinx with the pyramids in the background. Again, we're very close to Cairo city itself. Still offering camel rides here.
He's giving you a lot of background history, the town, the city, which Amadeus didn't do. Right. I guess it's a good combination.
And the Sphinx. Very famous.
Steven, they have the tickets here. You gotta come in.
I'm coming.
Adrian?
Above the Sphinx face, and you can see the damage that has been done. So it has been under construction, under reconstruction, restoration actually. And of course there's a great deal of light in the background, so as soon as I zoom back, you'll see nothing left but the shadow. It's very warm today, and a great deal of light. So that will play havoc with the camera. So this is the pyramid area with the Sphinx. And I'll zoom in so you can see the Sphinx a little bit closer. And as soon as we get out of that sun, you can see a little bit more of the detail. You can see the royal headdress. There was a cobra on the front of his head. And the Sphinx is here to guard the pyramids. Back and forth. See the Sphinx in the foreground here. And the Sphinx body underneath here. And of course again the pyramids. This is very close to our hotel, as a matter of fact. Some are getting all dressed up. It's time to climb on. This is the hard part. The camel will go up. Or perhaps, no, they're just waiting to take a picture. It costs £1 for a picture, £2 for a ride, apparently. And that, of course, in front of the Sphinx. Whoops, there he goes. And all for a picture. There's the Great Sphinx of Egypt, of Cairo. Kid, he was selling bags on the ground, and he's been kicked out.
Yeah.